Greetings. We only got two people here. Tony Jane. Oh, I pissed them off today. I got 82 downvotes. That's the most I've seen in a long, long time. Not since the Indians got mad at me for misunderstanding something I said. It's really kind of amusing to be called all these names. Fat by people that weigh 400 pounds, twice as much as me. They're calling me fatty. Mentally ill people that are, calling me mentally ill. Extremely ignorant people, illiterate people that can't even parse a decent sentence, calling me retarded. What it is they're all intellectually incompetent to face it. And then what I do say, they never understand it. And they repeat it as if I said something that fits their narrative of perversion. What the fuck is with all these pedophiles blaming people who aren't pedophiles being pedophiles? These are children. What's with the pedophile thing? Who can tell me why it's so important to out all these pedophiles, and most of them aren't even pedophiles? Who's going to share that? Hello, Mike. How are you tonight? I'm not going to stay long because it's Thursday and I haven't had a nap all week. You notice I wasn't around much today anywhere because I was busy with the cops. I'm good. I'm real good. It's Thursday, so starting the weekend. I'm gonna go out working tonight. A little cash for it, but payday's tomorrow. I'm way low on weed. I only have a few puffs to get me through the night. That's okay. I'm relaxed, well rested, and I'm not going to let any idiots get under my skin. It just ain't going to happen. They think I'm an angry old man, totally senile. What the fuck else do they think is wrong with me? I don't know. It's just all this shit. And they think I smell bad, which is fucking ridiculous. Yes, my hands are dirty all the time because of what I do for a living, but I keep the rest of me pretty clean. And they think I'm terribly unhealthy. Does this look unhealthy to you? I'm 64 years old. What's your problem, Justin? Because I got like zero tolerance for idiots. Lay it out. Lay it out. Yeah, the COPD that they think I have isn't. It's long-standing upper respiratory issues. Come on, Justin, why are you mad at me? I'm not a man, and you're gone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Rip. Yeah, anybody who wants to call me a man, goodbye. I have no idea. I never kept count. Yeah, and anybody's got nothing interesting to say, goodbye. Idiots, goodbye. I really don't need it. I'm not a dude. Goodbye. Next. Really. Zero tolerance. Bring it to me. I'll ban you idiots faster than you can stop it. I'm not a beautiful woman either. I'm an intersex person. Up is generally defined as the direction away from the center of a rotating object along the axis of rotation. Aren't you glad you asked? Greetings, Crackling Crow. Hello, Israel. Would you like to call me Israel? The pronouns are she and her, please. If you're having trouble relating to me as female, I understand that I don't look female to many people and don't sound female to many people because I'm not like your typical transgender woman. I'm an intersex person. I'm a two-spirit. And this is the issue. My name is Tommy. It's not Tom. Okay? You don't want to meet Tom. I don't want to bring Tom out. Aw, poor baby. So go get in a secure location. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a two-spirit. I'm not a troon. I'm a two-spirit. It's totally different from anything you've ever met. Bye, Michael. That ain't sugar tits, bitch. Those are real. Had them all my life. Mr. Breakage, let me inform you that I don't get it on with dogs at all. And the encounter with Sabrina was 36 years ago. I assure you, there's been others since. No. This is the LGBTQP plus meeting stream. Well, I do consider myself as somebody who speaks for my segment of the LGBTQ spectrum. Yeah, I mean, transphobic, homophobic assholes are just going to get blocked as soon as you open your mouths. So, this is not your typical channel. You're going to need to be on your best behavior, because otherwise, bye. I mean, I'm easy to bait if you're polite. Yeah, it's, a lot of intersection but non-binary people, because there's probably a lot more of us than is known and is obvious. About 2% of I don't know, not much, because I'm going to cut out barely. Hello, Metal Slug. I don't know. I really hadn't thought about it. I got home from the cop shop and found 80 some odd down thumbs on the video from this morning. So I thought I'd go live. Now I'm probably, I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take. It depends on how badly they decide to swamp the chatter. No, I'll talk about anything you want. Ask me questions. Call. But I'm going to hang up on idiots. And I'm not gonna, I don't. I speak for myself. Pretty much. My family lied to me. I think that you white motherfuckers who think that you that this is a white Christian nation are going to cause a lot of problems in the next 24 months. Lots of problems. Hi, Volgoat. Fuck yourself. Goodbye. I don't hate anybody. Your baby boy Nick, I don't think has the ethical bearing to remain licensed as a lawyer. I think that he's a very bad example of a lawyer, and I'm going to, write a little thing to the board about it. You want me to talk about Israel-Palestine conflict tonight? Probably would be a better idea than to entertain these idiots. I don't care. It's how you behave in my face. Like Artie Licht, you're gone. Well, if Nick is that much of a child to gang report me for that, I reported his channel last night. So yeah, the whole thing was very hi Sari, how are you? Israel blows. Yeah, well, the others who report me is going to be bullshit too. Those who think that what I did is illegal better check the Arizona laws about it. I don't have to tell them I'm recording. I didn't think he did. I didn't think he did. I'm going to just write to the board and tell him what I think about his ethics. That's all. I didn't call the cops on him, nothing. I just believe he's an unethical man. Can I talk about targeted individuals? You think you may also be targeted. Metal Slug, please contact me privately. Well, I don't know that he hasn't done something the board considers unethical. Last night, it sounded like he was advising people how to fuck people over without getting in trouble with the law, is what it sounded like. That's why. It sounded like he was advising people how to fuck people over without getting in trouble with the law. You have to wonder, sorry. I'm going to start ignoring them and focus on what you and Israel want to talk about. Let's go see what's happening at Twitter tonight with this. I just totally backed out today. I posted a bunch of memes and just got out of the way. Just a bunch of silly memes and got out of the way. I did, however, you want to talk about Israel? Let me talk about the petition that I filed today, addressed to the leaders of NATO. Let me read off the list. No, I won't read off the list. Yeah, I will. Donald J. Trump, Nancy Pelosi, Kirsten Sinema, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Theresa May, Jeremy Corbyn, Emmanuel Macron, Angela Merkel, Kay Bailey Hutchinson, Justin Trudeau, Tayyip Erdogan, Jens Stoltenberg, Ernest Holberg, Andrzej Duda, Charles Michel, Jewish Voice for Peace, if not now, an American Council for Judaism, is who I address this to. What, there's only one signature? No, that's impossible. There are a bunch of people that I know shared it and tweeted it. Now it's saying none signed. How weird. Anyway, all NATO nations cut off military aid to Israel until it lifts the blockade on Gaza. Last year, the Zionist project in occupied Palestine executed 295 unarmed civilians and maimed 29,000 more without trial for the crime of attempting to trespass land their grandparents were exiled from with weaponry financed by NATO states' taxpayers. A recent UN report has called this a war crime. Chauvinistic nationalism has no place in any of the Hebrew faiths, Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. The policies, programs, and procedures of the Zionist state, its military and citizens flagrantly violate Torah law daily, bringing great shame to the name of our beloved ancestor Israel and endangering Jews globally with attacks against us in retribution for the murder and land theft being committed by the Zionists in our name, exploiting our traditions and applying invalid Talmudic ideas as law. As a native American Hebrew Israelite whose family has flourished here and whose men and women served honorably in all the great wars of the 20th century, including Vietnam, faithful to the principles of Torah and loyal to the U.S. Constitution, I am stating in no uncertain terms that the Zionist project does not conform to either. I am pleading with you leaders of NATO nations to immediately cut off all military aid to Israel until it lifts the blockade on Gaza. Stop making us pay for the genocide of the Palestinian people and sending our children to fight their proxy wars all over the region. So that ought to separate. Yeah, there are a lot of invalid Talmudic ideas. The law is Torah. Talmud is only commentary on it, and there's a lot of mashugana shit in there that nobody pays any attention to except the Zionists and the people that hate them. The only people who know this guy as what you think I am are all insane. Goodbye. Yeah, okay, well, go complain about it somewhere else, Frank Croc. You don't know what anti-Semitic is. Zionism is anti-Semitic. Yeah, what's a Semite? Yeah, we're talking about Israel, but a lot of these people are going to just disappear. Sari, you want a wrench, baby? Here, let me give you a wrench. Who else is here I can give a wrench to? Oh, Messiah's gonna call. You should have seen this one old man that I almost engaged him, but then some other idiot jumped in with a whole mess of like really weird shit, and I was like, oh well, fuck this. I'm gonna block them both. Original Rainbow Hippie. Real quick, I was not at the first gathering. I was kicked to the curb by Reaganomics in 1982 and rescued by the Rainbow family and Merry Pranksters. And we have our first caller. Any bets on whether he's going to be an idiot or if he's going to be cool? Cool.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes.
You should invite Mr. Anti-Bully to the chat.
I don't think so.
Yeah, why are you scared of Jim?
Huh? I'm not scared of.
Why are you scared of Jim?
I'm not scared of anybody. Who's calling, please?
Evan Kaufman.
Oh, it's Heaven Kaufman. Listen, son.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, son. The police are actively seeking James Parisho right now.
Oh, tell him to suck my dick just like you can.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Yeah, right.
Bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Show everybody how intelligent you are. Talk some more. You're an idiot. Goodbye. Fucking idiots. Okay. Mr. Bumgarner, there's no topic to this stream. I'm here. Call me a coward. I call me like expedient. I did not meet Timothy Leary. I never met any of the original pranksters. I ran into Ken Kesey on a field at a Dylan Dead show at Anaheim Stadium, but we never spoke. I knew all the second generation guys, but people who you wouldn't know. Yo, Max, none of you people have logic at work for you. Go check out yourlogicalfallacyis.com. Will I debate Nick on his or your channel? No. Did I drop acid with the Merry Pranksters? I was the last person pranked at the last acid test at the Topanga Corral in 1982. Rabbi Sheckelberg, fuck you. Goodbye. Die in a fire. Well, let's see what else is here. Can you say the N-word? No, thank you. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. Bye, Dorwin. Go snivel with him. The second generation were all the deadheads. All the people running the lot. Hello. You're an idiot. I never, no, fuck you. I'm not even going to repeat what you said out loud, you fucking asshole. Chicken shit asshole. Yeah, what fucking idiots. Now I'm raping 9-year-olds, according to the idiots. I could give a shit less who I aggravate, lady. I'm a gonzo journalist. If I'm not pissing people off, I'm not doing my job right. So, anarchist, housewife, have you got anything else you have to say? Who is my preferred Democrat running for president? None. Not any of them. Not anybody. Nobody at either party or any of the third parties. None of them, Barbara. None of them. None of them at all. Bernie's a fraud. Elizabeth Warren's a fraud. Harris and what's her name in Hawaii? They're both Zionists. Fuck them, all of them. Oh, they're coming because I insulted one of their heroes. That's what happened. You know, they're a bunch of fucking neo-Nazis. They're everything that's wrong with America, the modern guys, manipulating America's gullible assholes, and that's what they are, is America's gullible assholes. And I got their lawyer upset. I mean, here's this fucker doing a stream last night. Yeah, well, I don't know who Fred Herbert is. Don't want to know. Don't care. Trump 2020. Good luck. No. Why don't you just blow me? I'm not going to point the camera at anything. I'm not going to be played by any of you trolls. Sorry if you see people. Prove your Timmy time. I do not believe you're Timmy time until you do something that makes me think you're Timmy time. What does Timmy time usually call me? Not Tommy Tudor. What's this? Jim wants on. Check CNN. Did I vote for Ron Paul back in the day? No, I usually voted for nobody. I voted for president. I'd vote nobody. I'd write in Mickey Mouse or something like that. My interest was always in the local elections and the congressional ones. The office of president was suborned on November 22nd, 1963 at about 12:45 p.m. Central Time. And since then, we haven't had a legitimate candidate for president, much less anybody, not one legitimate candidate. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it, Mike? Oh, jeez. Well, you have my sympathies, Mr. Caesar. Tell me about it. Sorry, if you see anybody whose shit you don't like, just you've got the wrench now. Just put item on the channel. You know, there's a lot of people here, and no telling how many. No telling how many. Oh, the black supremacists. Well, extremism is extremism, and I don't give a fuck what you are. If you're an extremist, I'm not interested. No, I don't want to go to Rakita's stream. I was on his stream last night. I paid for a question. That's why I'm pissed. You know, I asked the question. His moderators told me to give him some money. I gave him some money, and then he didn't ask the question, which was to ask Josh what his personal interest was in me and why he felt so compelled to destroy my life with his friends. Because that's really what they're trying to do. You know, they're trying to paint me as a pedophile, which I'm not. Trying to paint me as a child molester, which I'm not. Trying to paint me as into bestiality, which I'm not. Trying to paint me as, they want to say that I'm no musician and don't know a thing about rocks and all I'm doing is selling gravel, but that's like, you're ridiculous because it's just ridiculous. Sweetie Squad in the 60s, no. Yeah, well, then what was the time point on the question? Yeah, well, what do you think I look like? I don't give a shit. So let me just go through here and knock out some idiots. What grounds do I think Nick Rakita should be disbarred? Ethics. I heard him last night advising assholes how to fuck with people and not get in trouble with the law. That's unethical. And I'm going to ask the board to review his show and make their determination. We'll see how they feel about it. I've never heard of the Sweetie Squad. Or you can disappear, hon. Yeah, any of you assholes. Yeah, well, he's racist and transphobic too. I know nothing about Woodstock. No, I'm not going to get Jim on. Good for you. I just hid you from the channel. No, Nazi boy, oh, well, is that a threat? Here, you're getting reported for a threat. And then you're getting, well, Sweetie Squad, I have no idea what you're about. Don't really care. Don't want to know. I won't need to unless he sues me for like getting him disbarred. I'm just going to report his show from last night that I was offended as an American. Just what he was talking about, not even as a transgender American, but just as an American, what he was advising people to do and the things he was saying about transgender people and other minorities, that is no man that should be practicing law in this country. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, this is James Pearson. What's up?
Who?
James Pearson.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I saw that you were live streaming. I thought you might want to actually have like a conversation about what the issue is here. Because I'm not trying to misrepresent like you. I'm just saying what it appears that you're admitting to and reacting to that. So there's something that I'm missing.
You're missing a lot, James. Right now, the Tucson police is looking for you and your wife.
No, they're not. I called Sergeant Pearson. They're not looking for me.
Oh, you did you? Okay, well, you have a nice night, James. Come near me, and you're going to jail. You are ordered to stay 250 feet away from me, and I doubt you even talked to Peterson, you lying sack of shit. You're a psycho, pal. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're a fucking psycho. Transgender people are not people. Well, Space Cadet, you're not welcome. Thanks, sorry. That was the idiot stalking me. Yeah, this idiot's trying to destroy my life. Sergeant Peterson, it's Tommy Wasserberg. I just received a call from James Parisio. It'll be about the 27-minute mark of tonight's stream, claiming that he talked to you and you gave him a green light to go ahead and continue to harass me. Is that true? I doubt it. Unfortunately, you're not here to tell my audience that no, that's not true. I'll try to find out where he is if you call again. If he calls again. Thanks for your help, sir. Happy day. They're a bunch of idiot children, Barbara. These are self-loathing children. Most of them video gamers that don't have any sense of reality. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Ask where I am, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me where you are.
I can barely hear you.
Where are you, Tim? Where are you, psycho? Where is that nasty, filthy motorhome that has a blown exhaust manifold and doesn't have any toilet for your child that you have to have him shit in the alley?
I don't know. I'm $140,000 home.
Not for long.
I don't live in subsidized housing like you do.
I don't live in subsidized either. You're what?
Look right up 21st Street. Yeah, I'm like a block away at Lake Crown Vic.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I'm gonna. Which way? To the east or the west? Towards the freeway. There is no white Crown Vic on this block. There is no. I can see from. There's no white Crown Vic. There is a Mustang. There is a green SUV, and there is a black SUV. You're in the black SUV? Yeah, well, you're not going to own it for long, Jim, because you're going to get sued for the $120,000 that you cost El Paso Rock Shop with your false report.
I actually have a child because I have people who want to procreate with me. I'm like you.
Oh, here, listen to this shit. This is amazing. This is one sick motherfucker. Go ahead. You have the floor, Jim. Just tell him. Yeah, tell him everything.
I'm calling you from a restricted number, and you don't even know my actual name, so it's really hilarious.
Well, what's really hilarious is I have a picture of you, your motorhome's license plate, and a full description.
So here's the deal. Tommy is a well-known pedophile. He likes to fuck dogs, and
totally untrue. I've never fucked a dog. Can you prove that I fucked a dog? Can you prove? Do you have proof that I fucked a dog? Do you know how libel laws work, son? Do you know how libel laws work, son? You are making false claims about me. You're just a fucking rambling psycho. I don't have enough weed to talk to this idiot. Goodbye. Parisio, you're not going to own that home in Kingman very long. Because you know what? It's time for some supplemental information to these guys. Go ahead. Yes. I'm waiting. I'm not going to wait very long. Yes. Go ahead, speak. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm dealing with it too, but it's been going on 20 years. And it's going to come to an end this year. I have a clear calendar for the next couple of months, and I'm just going to not stop kicking until I get a bunch of people locked up and I get some like cash reward back in damages. They have me a nice house in Kingman. Yeah, whoever's calling from California, I'm not interested. See, you can't go around saying that somebody likes to fuck dogs unless you can prove that. And my saying that my one dog that I had liked people to, help her masturbate, that ain't fucking dogs. And there's no other instance that you can point to. The same thing with Sabrina is that she was nearly 16 and fully mature physically. Oh boy, it's Josh. Hi, Josh. Go ahead and make a fool of yourself for my audience. Half of them are friends of yours, and half of them are friends of mine. Knock yourself out.
What? Oh, I thought you had lots of new friends today, Tommy.
You don't know. You have no idea, Josh, who is what. You are so fucking delusional. You are so self-absorbed. You are so concentrating on your dick that you don't know what's real and what's not real, son. Bye.
You have 120 here. You have 120 viewers, Tommy.
Yeah, how about that? And at least 80 of them are assholes.
It is more than that. I'm just saying you have a lot of new friends today.
Oh boy. I seem to have gotten a lot of idiots upset with my earlier video. There were 82 down thumbs on it. I haven't had that many down thumbs since the Indians got upset with me.
Well, Marquita has a lot of fans, including fans that also have a lot of fans.
Well, good for him. That's good for him. I really don't give a fuck because I have a reputation that is older than the internet, you stupid little fucking tard. That you cannot destroy me. You can't destroy my reputation with things like accusing me of harassing a mentally ill woman to death, to suicide, or claiming that I'm a dog fucker, or claiming that I raped a 9-year-old, or any of this other happy shit you idiots are going around speaking as truth. Do you understand how libel laws work, Joshua?
You have no reputation to ruin, though, Tommy. You literally did masturbate a dog.
So what? There's lots of people masturbate their dogs. And they masturbate their male dogs too. Lots of people. They just don't. They aren't honest about it. That's the only difference. But there's a big difference between masturbating. There's a big difference between masturbating a dog and fucking it. You idiots are claiming that I'm fucking the dog. And you know what, Josh? I really, I don't have enough weed in me right now, and it tends to like get me to be more Tom-like, and I don't go there tonight. Bye. Next. But I do think the cops need to know about these 2 calls from Parisio. Not taking any calls from you, 760-520. You're an idiot. You haven't said anything rational. And you tried to play a doctored tape of me. That is total bullshit. Boy, I just hate to fucking call 911. They disabled the... I'm not taking any blocked numbers either. Not right now. Not right now. Talk to me in the chat if you want to. Hello. Hello, I'm sorry. I'm not a sir, please. This is a non-emergency issue on an ongoing case.
Okay.
Tucson, please. Yes, please.
Okay, stay on the line. I'll get you right over to them.
Thank you. Hi, Tucson Police. This is a total non-emergency, low-priority call. and it's supplemental information for 190-102-0210.
What's your address?
160 East 21st.
Okay, what's the additional information?
The person of interest made 2 threatening phone calls just now while I was live streaming. Declared his intention. He declared that he had talked to Sergeant Peterson, who's been looking for him. So, I mean, that was the last Sergeant Peterson told me. Claimed that he talked to Sergeant Peterson, and Sergeant Peterson gave him a green light to go ahead and continue to harass me because he believed me to be a pedophile dog fucker. My name is Tommy Wasserberg, Wasserberg. 520, it's not this one. It's not, I don't want to say this one out loud. 520-241-2776.
And how long ago did he make the threat? What was the threat?
That he was going to continue to harass me and tell the world that I was a pedophile dog fucker, which is entirely untrue. They're attempting to incite violence against me. He's committed to getting me in the street, abject, totally homeless and in the street. He wants to destroy my life. And he's inciting a lot of other people to do it. And he's been on the streets with a sign trying, when I'm a street artist, and when I'm out busking, he'll come as close as he can possibly get away with and sit down next to me with a sign telling everybody that I'm a pedophile dog fucker and to harm me. This person needs to be locked up or killed or whatever. Is that kind of, it's that kind of energy. Pardon me? Say again? The name is James Parisho, Parisho, but he declared tonight that that is not his true name. He claims to own a property valued at $130,000 in Kingman. And he's driving around in a raggedy motorhome that Sergeant Peterson has the photos of it. So I don't really need to. Pardon me?
It was like 20 minutes ago that he made the threat.
It was at, it's my stream. It was at about the 27 minutes. Yeah, about 15 minutes ago.
Do you want to make a report for harassment? Add to that file?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. His wife is harassing me in email too. I gave him the email address. I got 2 threatening notes from her already today. Let me see if I got a new one. Wrong mail. Nope, nothing fresh yet.
What was your first name?
Tommy, Tommie.
I got the call started here. We're getting someone out there as soon as we can.
Okay. Oh, you don't need to get anybody out here. This is just information to pass on to Sergeant Peterson for his investigation.
Okay. So what I can do here for you is I can get an officer out there to add to the investigation. I'm not an officer, so I can't actually put it in there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, like I said, it's very low priority. If you got a busy evening, it's not that important. It can wait until in the morning even.
All right.
Or if somebody wants to, take the report over the phone, it'd be good. I really hate to waste police time and on something like this.
All right, I can have an officer give you a call. Take about 3 business days to do that. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll talk to Sergeant Peterson tomorrow anyway.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, sir. Bye. So everybody got real quiet all of a sudden. Nobody said anything for a while. Oh, and we have a new idiot. Go ahead.
Hi, yes. I was trying to call you earlier, but I couldn't hear anything, unfortunately, for cell phone reception.
This phone is, I can hear you, but this phone is somewhat defective. The microphone doesn't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Barely. Let me put my headset into my phone so I can actually hear you. Yeah, second.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, I tried to call you earlier, but you told me to call you, actually, or talk to you in chat. You called me in chat, but this is called to talk about the stream you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I watched your video earlier, and you said you're going to be streaming about, the creator and everything it was like, and then you decided to not talk about it.
Well, because there's not really much for me to talk about, to tell you the truth. That was just the title. I said what I had to say. I was appalled at the lack of at his poor ethical conduct. The man's a totally sexist, racist, transphobic shyster who is advising people on how to mess with people's lives on the internet without getting in trouble with the law. Now, I feel like that's unethical. That's really all I have to say about the subject. I know nothing else. I'd never even heard of the guy before last night when I was told that he was interviewing Josh. That's all I know about the guy. I called him today to find out whether he was actually Josh's attorney or not, and to let him know that I was disgusted with his behavior. That's all.
Well, I can see that. I can see, but can you clarify what was kind of unethical? Just because what I know about lawyers is that any lawyer will argue anything, and I just kind of wondering.
Well, it just sounded to me like he was advising these people on how to dick over all these people that were trying to harm, to get them to cease and desist from harassing them. It sounded like he was helping people continue to harass people.
I'm not terribly familiar with the stream. I watched a little bit earlier when he had Mark Curran on, but I didn't really watch it to the end.
Are you?
And but isn't that what lawyers normally do? Whether
I don't think that. I don't know. Me and lawyers have very little contact. I can't afford them. I don't know. It just felt very unethical to me. The guy's racist. The guy's openly racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, just a total hater, advising other haters how to hate without getting busted for it, is what it sounded like to me. And to me, that's like something that has no place in the United States.
I can see how that would have no place in the United States, but we all know that it's a lawyer's job to just talk and
Sure, but lawyers have certain codes of conduct that they have to adhere to, and I just really feel like what he was doing was highly unethical. And I didn't call the cops on him or anything. I just called up the Bar Association and asked how to file a complaint, and they told me about his ethics, how to file an ethics complaint on a lawyer. That's all I did. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to send them a link to, I'm going to tell them what I just told you, that I felt like his stream last night was aiding and abetting crime.
Wait, you didn't say that in your period, man. I saw how you called the Minnesota bar, and then found out to file a
organized cyberbullying is a felony under federal code.
Oh, I agree, but
no ifs, ands, and buts about it. The man was advising organized bullies on how to continue to bully people that were trying to sue him. That's what I heard last night. The part about Gamergate Girl. They were all over Gamergate Girl and tell them how to deal with Gamergate Girl, how to neutralize Gamergate Girl. And during the whole spiel, he's making all kinds of really awful remarks about transgender people. No, fuck that racist, prejudiced bullshit. Jim Crow died in the United States with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. You fucking morons, Trumpsters, are not going to bring Jim Crow back to this country over my fucking dead body and millions of other people who have been standing for human rights in this nation since the Kennedy assassination.
Hey, did you just call me a Jim Crow motherfucker?
Well, if you are supporting that, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. If not, the U was a general U. It wasn't you specifically.
Okay, I was just making sure because I said I didn't see the entire stripping on it.
Yeah, no, the U was a general. The U was a general U. I don't know you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know you, and you haven't said anything that's really like throwing any flags at me yet.
No, I mean, like I said, I watched your video and I saw that you called the Minnesota bar, and then they referred you to another number, and they told you that you have to send them a written complaint about Nick Mercada, and I just called to find out what was going on, because I tuned into your stream thinking you were going to talk about Nick, because it's titled similarly to what you wrote in your comments of your previous video, and all of a sudden you started talking about it.
Well, if you study, okay, let me explain. I'm Tommy Tudor. I'm a notorious old hippie. I've been around this shit since before the internet was born. Trolling and trolls and their lawyers are the last thing I want to be talking about. I'm a musician, I'm a gem and mineral dealer, and I'm a gonzo journalist who does political commentary on the news. That's what I want to be talking about. I don't want to be talking about a bunch of idiots. Are you familiar with Gamergate?
Vaguely. I mean,
yeah, this is all video gamers. They live in a digital reality. They don't know what. They don't know. They're just totally. They have no concept of real-time human interactions in polite society. None of these people. And it's something that I really don't. You know, I'm being forced to protect myself from it. That's all that's going on. I'm being forced. Are you familiar with the kiwi farms?
Vaguely. I mean, I think I saw about 10, 20 minutes ago when Josh, I think his name's Dr. Moon came on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's the owner of Kiwi Farms. And that's, I mean, I don't have too much knowledge about that.
Kiwi Farms, Josh Moon.
I don't really,
Josh Moon is a very disturbed young man with some really peculiar fetishes. And he's a total neo-Nazi. He's alt-right, total alt-right, and he's got a crowd of alt-right idiots, and they are targeting hundreds of people. Allegedly they've driven 7 to suicide and have been responsible for 2 school shootings, and people who come in my chat are sharing all sorts of other things about how Josh talked somebody into killing her little sister or something. I don't know. It's just really, really crazy shit that I want nothing to do with. Did I lose you? Oh, that was an incoming call. Yeah, I'm not picking up that 661 call. We're gonna call right now. No, I don't have multiple lines.
Hold or
Do what?
oh shit. I just saw something in your chat that kind of alarmed me. I see Team Stars in your chat.
Did I what?
I said I see Team Stars in your chat, and yeah.
Who is in my chat?
Team Star?
Gene Star?
Dumb Alert?
Dumb Alert?
Yeah, he's a fairly popular YouTuber. He has over 4 million subscribers, and
Yeah.
he seems to have been alerted to this. And yeah, that's kind of
Well, you know, if somebody with 4 million users wants to go and start spreading lies about me, that's his choice. Because, you know, however many people he has, I have the law on my side. And, you know, the more people that I say I have the law on my side. Hello, can you hear me?
hello.
It seems we seems to have. Did we mute that? Okay, I muted the thing with my nose. I'm sorry. So who is this person with the millions of viewers that's in my chat?
Oh no, he's just a popular YouTuber, though.
Yeah, well, the thing of it is, I think we finally got the Tommy Tudor imposters. Look at this, 247 viewers. Yeehaw. I think
the problem is you kind of draw the attention, unfortunately, of some individuals on the internet that
angry, unhappy, self-loathing people who deny projections of deny their own self-hate and project all sorts of bullshit on others, trying to make them angry and feeding off the Schadenfreude. So now I got a lot of people doing that. It's like I've only been doing this for 20 years, man. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Because they're spreading lies, and the lies eventually people are going to be prosecuted. There's somebody who's about to be prosecuted right now. As soon as they find him, he's going to jail.
Well, that's exactly what attitude to have is not caring about it and just
I'm old hippie. I don't give a shit about stupid shit like that. Are you kidding? I've been the only person between an angry crowd and nervous cops more than once.
well, you know.
I'm a peacemaker, and I'm good at it. Unfortunately, I don't still have the dog, so I really have to avoid physical contact with people. So I don't want to break myself or them and get in trouble for doing it.
I didn't hear about well, I heard.
I used to travel with a dog with long teeth.
Josh about the dog. That's
I used to travel with a dog with long teeth that was totally intolerant of any of the kind of behavior that these people are throwing at me now. None of them would have been able to come within 100 feet of me without that dog going off on them.
Yeah, it sounds like that dog is very loyal to you.
Extremely. And to her friends. She left her puppy teeth in somebody's ankle.
I mean that is, that's the friend, so.
Well, she's been dead for 20 years now.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. Especially since these idiots are trying to tell the world that I used to fuck her. Which I didn't. People got real quiet in the chat all of a sudden. I guess they realized that I was just going to delete them without reacting.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching your live chat, and the team, and actually, I think it looks like Mickey Rectus might be in your chat now.
Mickey Rectus? Well, I don't see who's actually. I only see who's actually said anything. I don't see people who are just watching.
So yeah, I mean, it's just it's just kind of situation all over. It changed.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm trying to make a living, and these people are trying to deny me my right to do that. Do whatever they can to destroy my web presence, and destroy my destroy my ability to earn a living and keep a roof over my head. I don't live in subsidized housing.
Well, you're talking about this, and we need to talk about this, just showing that, how things are.
Yeah. You know, I'm an artist, and you know, I'm a multiple discipline artist that has. I'm 64 years old, man. I've got a track record. I had 3 Andy Warhol moments in my life already. Any day's a good day to die, and none of these people have the courage to really do anything that's going to harm me for real, and get away with it. Parisho is going to find out that what he did at the gem show and what he did on the street the other day is going to cost him everything he owns and possibly a long time in jail.
Yeah, that sounds like he could be liable for a bunch of shit. Right
He's
there.
going to get sued. He's going to get sued for $250,000. He and the promoter, $250,000. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask for. I can show about $25,000 worth of sales before I got forced out of the show, with 10 days left.
Shit, how much was the house worth again? Because I heard him say it, and I forgot. But then again, I heard you say it to the police again. I actually forgot how much the house worth. Did you say?
How much did what?
How much did you say his house was worth?
He claimed 125 or 135,000, which really isn't much of a house anymore.
125, 130,000.
Yeah, it's just. That's a cottage. It's a cottage, and it's probably sitting on a very small lot. Huh?
I said, 125, 130,000. I didn't have any rocks or boulders for the house to decorate or anything, because that sounds like a pretty big yard that you probably have in the house that much.
In Kingman, Arizona, $135,000 probably buys you about a 2-bedroom house, little blocky looking thing on a regular city lot. $135,000 does not buy much house anymore anywhere.
I don't know. It depends on where you go and where you buy it from.
In Kingman, Arizona, 130. Let's check. Let's check the real estate market in Kingman, Arizona. Let's just go look at it.
What's going on?
Are you listening to? I put the phone down because I'm going to look for the real estate market in Kingman and show you guys what $135,000 can buy you in Kingman, Arizona today. Not fucking much.
I don't know if they boulders or rocks or a couple of grass and rocks to make it towards like a sand garden with boulders and rocks in it would
yeah, here for 209,000. Here's 1,450 square feet, 3 bedroom. Hey, nothing. $100,000. It's a little Adobe thing. Here's 42 acres for $80,000. It's nothing. $159,000 buys you like a suburban looking house with a double garage. Big fucking deal. He's talking $135,000 like it's some big whoopee. And $135,000 does not buy you jack shit anywhere.
My house is 5,000 square foot lot. I bought it for $20,000, but
it's where you are.
Arizona, prices may be different, but
prices are different everywhere.
And so if you can get arrested and show them for libel and everything, then you could probably get a decent amount.
We're going. I'm going after him. I'm going after him for at least $100,000. him and the promoter, because I can show that easily in lost sales to El Paso Rock Shop, because I've got my signature on at least $25,000 worth of invoices. There was one invoice I wrote that could have been much more than $25,000. I don't know, because they didn't total it out. I just signed it off. I just wrote it up and signed it off. They still had to weigh everything out. It could have been more. I mean, here's, I'll take 2,000 of those, and they were $4 a piece. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can talk to you about this stuff. When you talk about this, just been.
I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people with no lives, trying to ruin mine that I have struggled to build for my whole life. I've been wiped out twice, 1999 and again in 2009. I'm just back up now to where I can do shows, where I have enough inventory of my own, where I have the connection with somebody who wants me to represent his product, and these people are trying to destroy me.
You said 2009, where you wiped out the housing crisis?
Say what?
I said in 2009, where you wiped out the housing crisis?
Indirectly. Indirectly. I don't want to go into the details on it.
There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
I can respect your wife's privacy,
Yeah, no, there was it's not a happy story. And I really don't want to go into it right now. 1999, no, I don't want to go into that either. I just. Well, it's that if you worry about what happened yesterday too much, then you're not able to perform up to your optimum standards today. If you're worrying about yesterday or fretting over what's going to happen tomorrow, these people who are harassing me, they think that I'm constantly consumed with anger over these people and calling the cops all the time and just going nuts, spurting out. And it's like, yo, guys, unless you're in my face, I don't think about you. If you sneak into my mind, I banish it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, if you get wiped out twice like that, and then you got these people on your back, that's just another boulder on your back that, it's actually 3 boulders on your back that just, can just weigh you down. And you gotta take those and just put them somewhere and set them down so that you can.
Well, pretty much. I do the best I can to just tune it out and take care of business. Do what I do. I started a petition today requesting the NATO leaders cut off military aid to Israel. That's getting shared around for me right now. I don't know if anybody's signed it.
Oh, I speak to Israel. You saw that Bender and Netanyahu is getting or going to be brought on corruption charges. I heard.
Listen, yeah. Yeah, he's gone. He's done. And Trump isn't far behind. The whole Trump family's going down.
Oh man, we can't cut the boulders from Trump's back. I mean, it's just there's just so many of them. I mean, I don't know how he's going to get out from under all those 500-pound boulders that are just weighing his ass down.
Well, he's a deadbeat, and he's a well-known deadbeat that has burned hundreds of his subcontractors when he went belly up 6 times, and none of the major banks would loan to him, and Justice Kennedy's son arranged for financing with the Deutsche Bank, and the Russian mob is holding all the paper. They're laundering all their dope money and sex trafficking money and shit right through his accounts. That's what they got on him. That's why he won't show his tax returns. Guys have fucking been running a criminal enterprise for the last 30 years.
Well, isn't that just how international politics works? They all cover for each other's mistakes.
Yeah, you scared.
Yeah. They know the problem on each other's back.
Yeah, it's like grease my palm. My line is grease my palm and I'll scratch your back. This is what good old boy politics is all about. Give me some money and I'll lie for you.
I don't know any of those politicians who made them in back. Those voters he just ran them through.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I don't get how they can function.
Well, they all lie to each other. There's all these little deals you never know about. You know, like Bernie, for instance. He has a reputation for being able to cobble together the votes needed for critical legislation like the NDAA and shit. That's the National Defense Appropriations Authorization or something like that. That's where they spend all the money. And Bernie's the one who gets the votes together to get it passed. Now, that also includes like funding wars. It includes a deal for the Vermont National Guard on the F-35 that is a total boondoggle. He's the only reason he hasn't voted that down is because he's buying some for the, he's getting his taxpayers to buy some for the Air Guard in Vermont.
Yeah, the wars that they kind of started is just a real kill stream for to get rid of most of the poor uneducated people. I mean, the kill stream that creates is just so brutal.
Yeah, well, watch what happens in America soon if we don't stop it.
And the way Bernie got killed streamed by Hillary is just so.
Well, the whole 2016 election was a farce, and 2020 is going to be just as bad.
Yeah, I can't really think of too much to can I address your chat for a minute?
Go ahead.
I see what they're saying about me.
I'm not seeing anything in the chat. There's nothing that's been said. There's nothing.
Put the phone by mic so I can, get another piece on mind and then get out.
I'm sorry. Say again. I was. Say what again?
I was wondering if you could put your phone to the mic so I can address your chat real quickly because apparently they're calling me insights.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Free squad for fucking life, bitches. I just wanted to keep them talking. Bye.
Fucking idiot. Oh, and we have 300 people. So is anybody going to say anything, or am I just going to go, namaste, motherfuckers? Those who are here to hate on me, I pity your immortal souls. I really do. Really, really do. Those who are here to love on me, thank you for coming. We'll take this call from Kentucky. It's like I said, I'm not going to stay on long. I'm going to take a nap and go out and work tonight. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Mr. Walkerberg, please don't take any more callers from sweet Las Vegas. Thank you.
I'm not a mister. Thank you. So does anybody have anything they want to say in there? Or is it all going to be this shit? We're going to call and we're going to sit here and laugh. Yes.
I don't know, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great. Get you on clear.
What infantile thing did you just say? I didn't hear it. Cat got your tongue, little boy? Bye.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I said goodbye, little boy. Yes. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh. I'm looking for bacteria.
I can't hear your.
Is it the bacteria thing?
The what? It's the bye. Hello.
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm just fine, thank you. Are you the person that's wanting tips?
Well, excuse me. There's a bunch of idiots in your chat right now.
No
It's
shit.
really frustrating.
Well, I don't. I'm not even seeing any. I'm not seeing any comments at all for quite some time.
I've been trying to. I've been asking for this person to get banned. I think that's just there's so many people now.
I don't see any. I don't see any of the comments. They probably hacked it so that I can't see it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think they even pay attention to what they're typing out.
So I don't see any of the. You know, it stopped quite a while ago. The chat stopped for me. I don't see it. So, you know, it's been hacked by the alt-right, by the, you know, these neo-Nazi maggots that think they're going to take over America. And then they're not.
I can't believe this, man. I just generally see kind of come up trans with my family. And
how old are you?
Like, it's so discouraging because you're in your old age, and, you know, I have a couple of trans friends that didn't make it past 30, and, you know, it's really encouraging to see, you know, you're doing so well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for, you know, sharing that here, because there's a lot of dinguses in this chat right now, and it's just, it's so frustrating. I'm getting really frustrated, because I'm actually trying to ask you a serious question. I don't think it was actually a college show, sadly. I thought it was. I feel bad for calling you up. I just want to see my shit on it. And,
that's kind of you. Pardon me? How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. How well can you pass right now if you were to, like, dress up?
What was that?
How well do you pass?
Oh, how well did I pass?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, my current partner, he said that was pretty good and some of the stuff, but I think he's just getting five, and I'm like 6'2", so.
You're 6'2". My bestie is 6'1", and she carries it well. She hardly ever gets misgendered. Of course, she transitioned 20 years ago. And there's some very big women. How are you long and lean or chunkier?
I'm kind of like, you know, what they call lanky. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, long and lean. That's what yeah. And at 23, and if you got your family doesn't know.
No, I don't know.
But do you have a male partner?
Yeah.
Do they know about him?
What's that?
They don't know
about him.
So they don't know that you got a gay thing going on either. So you got to come out with both. Are you hoping to run a complete medical transition?
Meaning like get no, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna keep the things down there.
Keep your stuff. That's a difficulty in the community because of Truscums. You know about Truscums, yeah? Well, I'm a non-op, and yeah, they, you know, we don't count. We're not authentic transgender people to them. So, you know, you're non-binary when you do that. No, the transsexual is binary. You know, they were born with the wrong junk for their brains and got it converted, or want to get it converted. That's a true transsexual, and they completely erase every other gender expression than that as being valid to call transgender.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bad problem with and it's a small element that it's just a very small element. We call it the trannier now thought police. Trannier than thou, thought police. You're not tranny enough. You're not doing transgender right. You know, that's not real. You know, you're you. And the only thing that's important to you, and nothing anybody thinks about you matters. What matters is for you to be able to look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm happy with what I see, and to be able to walk down the street comfortable in your own skin. And the coming out, your parents have no clue at all. You have what kind of are they? Would you consider them conservative or liberal, like religious fanatics? So he doesn't your father does not recognize the validity of the transgender condition. How's your mom on it? Well, you're eventually going to have to come out to them, and you need to be prepared to walk away quietly if you need, you know, if they're, you know, it sounds to me like your father's going to just go off. Are you able to support yourself? Well, you don't have one. This. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to tell you. I can, coming out to the parents, there's lots of ways to do it. There are lots of ways to do it. But you have to be ready when you come out to your parents and your old friends. You have to be ready to just like, okay, you're not going to stop me. Try not to burn the bridges, but get the fuck away from anybody, no matter how. Do what? Well, in your early stages of transition, for the first couple of years of your transition, you do not want to have any baggage from your former life weighing you down, telling you you're doing the wrong thing because they're your mother or something. Well, I'm not saying to burn the bridge. I'm saying you need to put distance between anybody who is trying to prevent you from transitioning in early stages of transition. Do what? I'm telling you that if you're saying that you want to transition from male to female and your parents or old friends or anybody like that is resisting it, you need to break away clean. Try not to, you need to put some distance between yourself so that you can do what you need to do. Yeah, I'm not telling you to just like, throw them out of your life completely forever. That's why I said, don't try not to burn the bridges, but you need to put some distance between yourself. If anybody is, well, you don't burn the bridges. You say, look, I got to do this. This is for me. I'm going to go do this. I'll stay in touch and just disappear for a while.
Gotcha.
Looks like a lot of the idiots left.
Yeah, we went down a couple few. I just looked at that because I have a meeting right now, but I'm very happy that some of these incels are just dropping out. I don't know why. I guess they can't actually want to do a good conversation.
Well, they're not.
About like they're the memes that nobody knows anything about.
Well, they're also frustrated. I guess they must have hacked it because I don't see anything. You're telling me that they've been flooding it?
I'm looking at on the YouTube stream.
What's the last The last one, the last comment that you see.
The last comment is just an F. I don't know why I'm pressing it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything for 20 minutes at least.
Maybe if you refresh the page, it might help you a little bit. Right?
If I refresh the page, it's going to kill the stream.
Okay.
If I refresh the page, it kills the stream.
Sure.
Well, let me see what happens if I just say something. Where's that going to come out?
I saw your post, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, so they've hacked my chat. I can't see the chat, which is like really stupid because then I can't see what they're saying and I can't react to it, which is boring the fuck out of them because they want to see me react to it so they can laugh.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're all even in here.
Well, they're all perverts that hate themselves and project it out on other people, and then they get off.
I bet you like a good where they can't come out.
Well, they
insecure about it,
they get off on getting people angry. That gives them a rush of Schadenfreude to see other people upset by something they said that can't reach out and punch them in the face for doing it. It's a big thrill for these guys.
Gotcha.
No, I've been full time on the internet for 20 years, man. They think I'm an idiot. They think I'm a total idiot. I've seen all this shit before. I play along with a lot of it. It's like, okay, I traded in my TV and radio and everything on the internet. I mess around in forums instead of watching cartoons on TV. It's my entertainment.
Cartoons, animation stuff.
Yeah, well, that's something that's totally like alien to me. That whole anime reality.
That's why I don't watch it.
It's a lot of really strange sex, and that's all I ever see is strange sex. It's like, I don't think so.
Definitely.
I don't think so. Not for me. And like I said, they're children that they spend their days on video games, and they don't know anything really about how to interact with people, with humans. Well, that's their whole lives is pressing buttons. That's all they know how to do is press buttons. None of them actually know how to operate any machinery. None of them had any real schooling. They just press a bunch of buttons and memorized a bunch of shit for a few years and got their paper.
Yeah, like they are because and grandpa taught them they sort of blah blah. They either think it works in real life,
Yeah, and then they laugh at baby boomers being old and stupid, and here we are. We had real educations and know how to think.
Yeah, definitely.
These people don't know how to think.
Yeah, that's why you guys passed that immigration bill that brought in all those wonderful people in our country.
I'm not sure what.
It was in 1965, Reagan passed it. He brought in all these wonderful people in our country.
Which wonderful people were those?
It was some immigration bill. I don't know. He brought in a bunch of people from Central America and areas from there. The movers really helped out our country. They also what really bothers me though is the fact that when you look at the boomers, they every generation before the boomers, they had more wealth. Or they had less wealth. That got more wealth. But when you go to boomers to Gen X, boomers had more. It really weirds me out.
Well,
it's just because they're so smart. That's the real reason.
We got the boomers. There was a sexual revolution, and it was given out freely for a long time.
Yeah.
I never really.
It's just because millennials are so greedy. When they get in these high positions, you look at Silicon Valley, all those people hoarding money. I don't even care.
Yeah, they just don't have any concept of reality. They live in this video game.
Yeah, exactly.
They live in a total.
They probably think they found it cheap for infinite money.
Yeah, and then they're so stupid. They think that life's not a video game. If somebody kills them, they're going to stay dead. I say life is not a video game. If somebody kills them because of their obnoxious behavior, they're going to stay dead. No, you ain't gonna get out of jail free card. No, excuse me, 30 years ago, this would not have progressed so far because people would have taken action without me even asking them to shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah. People are really passive. I don't know what the reason is.
Well,
sometimes I think it's under the water. Like,
well, most of my friends are over 45, have real lives that they don't want to expose to internet trolls. You know, the trolls are always, oh, you have no friends. So no, I'm shielding my friends from you. They advise me in private where you can't see them or hear them. There are some people who specifically, you know, people in the transgender community who are also targets of the kiwi farms, who specifically told me never to mention their names and the kiwi farms together. Ever.
Ever. Definitely.
No, don't want to be. People don't want to be exposed to it. You know, at Twitter, you know, or on any of the forums, you got a 2-strike rule with me. You know, fuck a bunch of free speech. This is private property here. You know, and you know, you got 2 strikes. You can either like be polite and rational, or you can disappear. Those are your 2 choices.
If it came that point, I think I would just say, you know, screw
yeah,
it.
it's
You know, screw it.
well, you know, like I said, I've been on the internet a long time, and I know that any response you give to a troll is a win for them.
Definitely.
No matter what you say to a troll, you lose.
I mean, the thing is, too, is it's like, you know, while they're making what we're doing on it, you know, they're getting angry about some random person. And, you know, we're just sitting here doing the right thing.
Yeah,
going about life.
It's childish stuff, you know. The internet, it's been a problem for me and my peers straight along, is that, you know, we come from the days before the public internet. You know, we were on DARPANET in the 80s. We were on DARPANET in the 80s and 90s before the internet opened up. You know, we're the indie music and arts producers. You know, we're the indie underground. It was my crowd. We're older. We laid the foundations, you know, of the public internet. And well, no, I'm not even talking about any sexual revolution. I'm talking about intellectual revolution.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, we're independent artists. We're independent artists. We've been publishing our work independently online. We organize events together online. You know, we're not fucking around and you know, pranking people. We're living our lives and using the internet as a tool to enhance them.
Yeah, and if these people want something, you know, they're sure to go.
I'm sorry, good. Something interrupted you. I got ring ins that are walking over. Repeat what you said. I didn't hear you because there was a ring in over it.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm just saying, you know, maybe it's traffic, like we gotta go and all this stuff. Maybe it's time for them to go. Maybe we should just do it.
Well, this is pretty much it. One of my goals is to get the attention of Congress and get them to enact some interstate anti-bullying laws to protect. You know, the way the laws are now is if you know, most states don't have any law to where the local law enforcement agencies are able to effectively prosecute an offender from out of state. You know, they can't extradite because they don't have the teeth in the laws to indict anybody that's out of state, because the state will just say, no, we aren't going to give them to you, which is what's happened several times to people that I saw over the years, is that the states just don't have the teeth in their laws to be able to prosecute anybody from out of state. And the way the civil laws are set up is like, you know, if you got a gang of 10 people after you, you have to sue them in all their home jurisdictions. You can't just file suit where you are. You have to sue them in their home jurisdictions. So you might have 10 people scattered over 10 different states, and maybe a couple of them overseas.
You know, they should here's an idea. They should have like a real ID system. So like, if you want to even just post on the internet, you have to put your real name. Because they do South Korea. Like if you want to they have this thing called it's mainly for children. It's called the Cinderella Law. It's someone's up. It's like it's like under the age of 18. Is up past 12 but they should walk down.
Oh really?
Use it without like a parental.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't know how that would fly in America. See, this has always been a contention of mine. You know, here we are doing business online. So we need to have our contact information. We need to have our contact information out there so customers know how to find us.
Yeah.
And here are all these anonymous, chicken shit anonymous keyboard commandos cruising the internet looking for people to fuck with.
Yeah, totally.
And then to compound the problem, you have people who are professionals who are assigned to individual targets, like myself, who are inciting all these sociopaths to come after me, which is why I have. That's why I have 300. Huh?
You're a targeted individual. Is that what you said?
Oh yeah,
okay.
I've been targeted. I've been targeted since about 1970.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It's probably what incels in here. I just found the stream live on YouTube, and I didn't understand why you had all these just offensive viewers in here.
Well, that's why I've been getting targeted for many years. There's a gang, the gang that's manipulating the kiwi farms are the gang that hooked the kiwi farms up to me has been on my shit for over 10 years.
Kiwi farms.
You're not familiar with kiwi farms?
What's kiwi farms? Oh wait. You're talking about that website with all those incels. Never mind. I know what that is. Never mind. I just realized. I was thinking of for a second.
Yeah, no. The kiwi farms. It's they're a bunch of incels. They're a bunch of total perverts, and they like to key on transgender people. So this gang that had been all over my shit is actually Defense Department IT contractors. They've been all over my shit for 10 years, and
10 years. That's crazy.
10 years. Well, I took my first break-in on January 21st, 1999, and backtraced into Incirlik Air Force Base.
That was been around for 10 years. That's crazy.
They've been harassing, yeah.
How did that take down?
You'd think they have. Did you think they had something better to do with their lives? And for the intense amount of attention these people are paying to me, to cause harm in my life and to tell lies to the public, try to get the public to believe lies about me. I can't believe that anybody sane would do such a thing to a stranger without getting paid for it.
I think, honestly, that's just what the internet does to people, They
do what?
They feel like there's no one on the other side of the screen.
Well, it's back to that video game mentality. Nothing's real to them. Humanity is not real. It's a cartoon. It's a never-ending cartoon. Yeah, right. Let's go into God mode and kill. Let's burn that guy's house down because we don't like the way he acts. It's children. They're children. They're like schoolyard bullies and grown up. Well,
I don't know. It's so frustrating to see all these people. The only thing that bleeds nice is that you got a lot of these people that think they're finally they're just dropping out of chat because they're talking about something real.
Well, I can't see my chat. I totally cannot see. Yeah, I totally cannot see my chat. And
complain and say, "Oh, this is boring." And it's just get bored.
That's good. I'm glad I bore you. Go. Yeah, go. Yeah, I'm not going to join this call. If you people think I'm going to join this call, you're crazy. All these chill people. You know, last night they're all calling me he, and you know, just baiting me. Fuck you, kids. You know, I got better things to do with my life.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we got, you know, I mean, it's just crazy that, like, they're going to try and say, like, they got better things to do, but they're sitting here watching that when they're sitting
right.
They're just there on their own. Well, you know, I love talking with you, but I think I should let someone else get on the line.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna shut this down any minute. It's been rather disturbing that they're fucking over my chat again. They had it so that I had no controls there for a while. Let's see, do I have controls tonight? Yeah, no, I still have controls, but I don't see any chat.
Oh, good.
Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. We got it back. No, you don't have better things to do. That's why you're streaming your useless existence. Well, bye, Peach Bomb. Go talk about it somewhere else. What is he doing? You pop into and he calls me an incel. I'm not a him. So, hey, Nick the Greatest, go fuck yourself. Goodbye.
They think, you know, like, oh, you haven't heard that before. It's all like, you know, they think they have some sort of power over you just because.
Milking this so hard. Great caller.
They would at least find something original, I think.
Yeah, tranny dog fucker is the best this one's got. I'll just.
Because, you know, I've only seen this since I was in like high school.
Mundane Matt. Who the hell? Yeah, it's a long lag. It's a Hewlett Packard desktop. Well, these people are just ignorant children, angry, stupid children. Oh, and here's somebody calling for a SWAT on me. Primogen 20. Yeah, Primogen 20. Report that fucker. You're getting reported for people die from swatting, you asshole. People die from swatting. Ann O'Malley, anybody who calls me buddy is hidden on the channel. Bye. Let me make something real clear to the new visitors here. Ann O'Malley, we're not going to talk. Fuck you. I'm not going to warn the police about the swatting.
And you should. Like, that's really straight up. Like, you should make sure that
who is Mundane Matt?
Who's Mundane Matt?
Mundane Matt.
He's the Boulder King area.
He's the what?
The guy that, like, he held a knife.
Oh, and here's Pixel Junkie is saying that Josh Moon wants to swat me. The Tucson police already know about the threat to swat me and aren't going to take any call like that and roll on it. Promise.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, but Money Matt's like, she's some guy. Like,
yeah, well, 262 subs. I'm going to be going through there, and anyone that I don't like the looks of, I'm going to block. I don't give a fuck how many subs I have. The rules here are just be kind. This is for super slow R6. This is a safe. You know, there's gonna. Let me talk to some people in the chat here for a minute. Super slow. I'm an old hippie. It's about peace, love, and music here. And if you want to talk long shit, take it to another channel. I'm just gonna anybody whose crap I don't like, I'm just gonna hit the hide user on the channel, and that's done. That's the only rule. Just be kind and don't be send pyres. You know, if you think I'm stupid, go to a channel where you think the people are being smart. No, don't sit here and I'm talking to somebody who wanted some tips on coming out to their family and.
He's like some sort of weird, like, he held like a girl at knife point for a kiss, like when he was a kid.
Mundane Matt held a girl at knife point for a kiss. Yeah, I'm here. I was just repeating what you said. So now, if you could take a call, this phone is fucked up. You know, Mundane Matt got my nephew flashbanged. Sneaks O'Reilly. Anybody like you who has a criminal complaint against people on the internet?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me right now?
I hear two.
I think you might have muted yourself. I can't hear you. And I had to turn on the stream.
Oh, yeah. I keep hitting the mute with my nose. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't worry. I do that all the time.
Yeah, Mundane Matt is a very racist and homophobic, angry little man. Well, that's his problem. I'm not going to let these people make it my problem. They can keep trying. They can keep on trying. Okay, well, I'm being asked for some music, and I'm feeling like I've been talking too much, and you know I actually it's getting it's getting kind of late because I want to be I want to work tonight. I need to get out on the street. I need to get out on the street by 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What do you do for work?
I play music on the street with a saxophone and a flute.
What instrument do you play?
Huh? Saxophone, flute, keyboard.
Saxophone? That's awesome.
Yeah.
My friends play the bass clarinet.
Saxophone, flute, keyboards.
That's awesome. I always wanted to play the tuba, but
Mundane Matt will flag my video, so watch out. For what? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll keep an eye for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just hang up on you right now. Thomas Thorne Melcher. That's a totally inappropriate thing to say on my channel, dude. Your welcome just got canceled, dude. Somebody wants me to show him his tits. Show him my tits.
I'm sorry. What did you say? I couldn't understand you.
I said somebody who wants me to show him my tits.
Oh, that's why would
Hold on, I've got an incoming call from. I don't even know where the fuck it's coming from. I hate it when it does this. Oh, it's an incoming call. I have too many tabs open, and an incoming call was coming.
Yeah, I understand. There's a bunch of people being jerks.
Well, no, it's the idiots at the Discord server want me to talk to them, and I'm not going to tonight.
You have a Discord server? What's a Discord server? I don't know.
I don't have a Discord server.
Oh, it's just those
it's
people
just. Have I ever read the teachings of Mein Kampf? No. Easy, not easy with that banhammer. Sorry, you don't. I'm back here. I'm watching this. Mundane Matt hates gays and transgender people and also hates music. So I think I'm gonna play a little music right now because I want to wrap this up. I wanted to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like
yeah, no, I wanted to.
It was really nice talking with you. It was really nice talking with you.
Well, thank you.
Watch out for that Mr. Redditor guy because I think he said some people in his chat and he's just a dummy too. Michelle Marie Delaney.
When I walk outside, I'm going to see nothing but an empty street.
Oh yeah, of course. And then these two are actually going to see you.
You know.
Yeah, but this guy, Mr. Redditor, he'll just send a bunch of people in your chat, just like that Matt Jargo guy. But yeah, you have a great day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for calling, and feel free to email me anytime if you need any advice.
I don't know your email, but just send me a text. I'll come back to you. I know that'll be good
stuff. I play downtown in various places. I play on when I move a half of our ceiling has a.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, the nice hat I was asked about is made in Tibet, and it's made from hemp, and I got it last year at the gem show from some people from Tibet. So anyway, I never did get your name. You didn't give me a name.
Well, I'm gonna go by my mini. I don't want to put up any kind of real name there, but I want to put up my name, so it's gonna be Bree.
Bree?
Yeah, BRE.
Okay. So Bree, thanks for calling, and we'll talk again sometime. Bye-bye.
All right. You have a great night.
You too. Okay, I'm just gonna go play some music, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. This is not the same. Yeah. Oh, I didn't hang up. There we go. I really don't care what any hater wants. It's not, these people don't live on the same world that I do. My spirit is eternal, and y'all don't live in the same world as me. Thank you, Cecil. I'm not taking any calls at all right now. Okay, General Patton. Bye. My world is the Earth. I hope you enjoy Mars or wherever they take you. I'm not taking any calls right now. I'm going to go bust out my horn. What part of I'm not taking any calls right now? I didn't understand. I wish I had a fat pension and bought my house for anything. I rent, and I live off of a disability check and whatever I can earn. And Thursday night is a work night for me. So I'm going to get my horn warmed up, make sure everything's working right. Oh, shit. What did I do with my strap? I took it off. But what did I do with it? Yeah, Minnesota caller. No, that's not going to happen. Why the fuck does this thing keep making noise when I turn the thing down? Okay, well, you're pretty insistent. Go ahead. Hello? Oh, shit. No, I'm going to just ignore that. All of it for now. I'm going to warm up my horn. I'm going to say goodnight. And then I'll check the... And then I'll check the messages. Thanks, sorry. The fuck? I keep turning this thing down. How in the hell do you get turned back up? Mute this bitch. Jeez. It's a little soft. No, I'm ignoring the trolls. How in the fuck did this? Oh, I don't even want you to reject the call. Look at that. The stream lags for everybody. Very bad lag here. Shit. Shit. I'm not even going to say what happened. I just hope nothing broke. If anything did, it wasn't anything important. Fuck. Ay. What the hell is that? Oh, that's what that is. I'm not playing anything. It's just warming up. I like this reading one bit. Hackers muted my mic. Block Mundane Matt. He is striking people's channels as we speak. I give up. I fucking give up here. I'm just going to sit down here and not say anything. And just kind of be blocking people. Not even joking. It sounds great. Don't be a faggot. Play Mr. Bond. I don't like. Thanks, Sebastian. Sorry. Can you hear me? Is my sound okay? And where's this mundane Matt? Dead air? It's a Slade. Yeah, I'm like really kind of disgusting. But disgusted. No, I don't know any Sam Hyde tunes. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not going to sleep. It's too late for that. I may lay down for a little while. Let me find this mundane mat and block it. Okay? Reminds me of the old days in the internet where I had like 40 trolls coming at me on 4 different threads. I got a whole mess of Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
Did you get your saxophone going yet? I don't have the stream up.
Yeah, I did, but I gave it up because there was just too many calls coming and too much nonsense on the screen.
You still got it all live? Is this live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. I wrote a book like a few years ago. I haven't perfected it. It's about music. You're a sax player. It's perfect. It's about brass instruments. I grew up with French horn. And I wrote a book. It's a comprehensive guide. It's an A minor, a comprehensive guide to the French horn, and I need someone to edit it. I'm not asking you, but do you know anybody who edits books?
She's dead.
What's that?
I said the only one I know is dead now.
Oh yeah, because you're an older boomer, right? Because I'm a younger boomer. I'm only 31.
Oh, but you don't count as a boomer. You're a Gen Xer.
Oh, come on now. I'm one of you. I'm a music player. I work on
well, that's
educated.
Well, that, you know.
Like those trolls. I'm not like those trolls.
Okay,
right now. I'm not
thanks.
I'm not Matthew Jarbo.
Right. No, Dick. As far as, you know, your chronological age doesn't qualify for a baby boomer.
No, but they call me a boomer because I'm older and I'm not as smart with the internet as these young troll kids.
Oh, yeah.
They call me a boomer. I get labeled a boomer, man. What do I do?
Ignore them.
Hey, I seen the way you shut down that Ain't O'Malley kid.
Which one was it?
For calling you buddy.
Oh.
Pretty rude of him.
Well, no, I'm not the same as most transgender people that people are accustomed, you know, are know about. I'm a two-spirit. I'm not a man or a woman.
Hey, that's great. I have no judgments on my part, man. You be what you want to be. You do what you want to do.
I'm Tommy.
Consensual in my book, right?
Yeah, I'm Tommy, and I prefer that people relate to me as if I were female because my male aspect is just no fucking fun for anybody, especially not me.
Well, and I'm pretty sure if you were to unblock Anal Maui, he would understand with that explanation.
Anal Maui?
A-N-O-M-A-L-L-Y.
I don't know if I can, because once
one of your mods banned him, and he was just trying to be respectful and music, and
well,
he really just wanted to know what you thought of his book, you know, Fisting Techniques in A Minor, a comprehensive guide to the French horn.
I see. Have a nice life, man. Bye. Do you think I'm an idiot? All you. Fisting techniques. Mr. Fitzwell, the point of this stream is not anything. And if you call me sir again, you're going to disappear.
You can call me ma'am or Tommy or fuck off. Okay? I'm not going to run from anybody. Oh, this Monday man on the phone. I see. You know what, kids? It's been a real thriller, but namaste, motherfuckers. I'll be showing. I'm gonna, you know, just I don't know. I have another channel that they don't know where it is, what it is. Gender neutral, pretty much, most of the time. I'm not answering the phone. I'm totally not answering the phone. I'm done. I'm gonna run through here and block the people I'm gonna block so I don't ever have to see them again. Hello, 33% God. Namaste to you too. Me drunk? I haven't been drunk in 30 years. Thank you, Goblin Gobby. Thank you, Koo Araki. Well, Toasty Armor. Keep your opinion on. Keep your opinion on. I'm 64 years old, you little shit stain. Good luck. You fucking doper drinker. You doper drunks. Look this bad at 35. Polynomial gender. Not particularly, no. I don't run. I only run when I'm chased. Mr. Primogen, let me tell you something. You're just a chicken shit anonymous keyboard commando. Poof. Disappear. Hello, Kashi. How are you tonight? Thank you, Terry. Goodbye, Mr. Fitzwell. Asshole. Matthew S. You're out of here too. Goodbye. The saxophone. Cree Rose. I'm not a sir. My name is Tommy, and I prefer that people. Hello, Terry. Thank you. Dager, Josh can do all kinds of things. Anything he wants. I really don't care how popular I get. I'm a hippie with a mission. Okay? Who hears me or what hears me doesn't matter. It's what the message I'm spreading that matters to me and to my guides, the beings that guide me through the world, that help me respond to stimuli. Thank you, Yoshitaki. I think that's how you say it, huh? We went to it's jumping around on me. Josh is upset that he wants that you're getting famous. He wants you all to himself. Thank you, Goblin Gobby. I'm going to come on. I'm going to come on later from the street. Popularity is for those that have no integrity. Good girl. You tell him sorry. What do I think of China and their suppression of information in regards to the Tiananmen Square massacre? Countries do that. No, look, shit goes down. It's gonna, I'll be back out on the street by 11. Kermit Grover, I'm so calm. You just said the last thing you're ever gonna say on this channel. We know that. I don't know what JQ means. Pixel Junkie? Now I'm going to go downtown and work. Oh, shit, that's right. I need to charge up my phone before I go anywhere. I'm going to go downtown. And hopefully I'll get, there won't be anybody in the tunnel. And I'll be broadcasting from the underpass. I know it sounds awful, but it's an upper respiratory thing. It's not my lungs. It's all right in here. It's from here to here. That's the problem. And I'm going to be going to see the doctor about it this week. I'm here. Come try to spread some positivity. Can you ask you when you since when you play the saxophone? 1966. I don't give a shit. I'm not interested in somebody's sex dreams and sex toys. Ethan Ralph is a known doxer. My doxer are public knowledge. I could give a shit who doxes me. Sneaks O'Reilly, bye. Miley Lotus, bye. Go hang out at Kiwi Farms. Yes, we know. Well, they can play in A minor if they want. What views of acceptance, Toya? Bolsonaro's is the last I saw is making it harder on transgender people. You don't want to know what a Kiwi farm is, Ryan, and don't go looking. Don't go looking for it unless you're behind a good firewall. That's right. Free speech does not apply here. Truck stop Santa Claus. Sebastian, you do not want to know about Kiwi farms. Could I stream a little bit longer? It's a pretty dull night. I'm going to shut it down soon, and then I'm going to come back out. No, Bolsonaro's the new one. Bolsonaro, well, the old one was real bad. And if Bolsonaro, the last thing I saw from Bolsonaro was that he was going to make things harder. Yeah. What's going on here? Here's the story that you're referring to. This is from The Hill on January 2nd. Yeah, he's totally removed concerns new human rights. 2011, he said he would sex. A bit and see what. Thanks. On my eyes. Incel means involuntary celibate. These alt-right little twits and all these cucks, cucks and kicks and spads and spurgs and swilly, swaggy, whatever the fuck the slang is today. Incel, it's involuntary celibacy. They're such like disgusting people that women will have nothing to do with them. Okay, what the fuck is starting up now? Okay, where's that noise? Oh, there it is. There it is. No, they wish they could get sex. They can't because they're so disgusting. Nobody, Corey Taylor. People who call me sir are hidden from this channel. Goodbye. I'm not a sir. If you're going to, be polite, you'll call me ma'am or you won't. They're involuntarily celibate because they're bad people. No, I haven't. Those are mine. The horn, for those who wanted to know, is a Slade, a no-name brand from China. Plays incredibly well for a horn that costs less than $200. I never had a Busher or a Yamaha. My first horn belonged to school, and that was a LeBlanc tenor. Then I got a Martin tenor of my own, and that went off to the Army band with a friend of my sister's. And I kind of put it down until I got into college, and I forget what brand the horn was of the colleges that I was playing on, and then I bought a Selmer Mark VI with money that I got from my graduation, and that got stolen by some dope dealers. Then I had an Armstrong Alto, and that got stolen by a heroin addict. I forget the make of the one that got stolen in Texas. And I've had 4 of them stolen here. 3 sopranos and an alto. It's stuff. Yeah, Kelly. Bye. Anybody who wants to talk about rape, pedophilia, bestiality, or any of that stuff, go take it to some channel where that actually is. Kiwi Farms has removed my forum and my thread. Oh, God, you had to insult me and tell me I play like Bill Clinton? Shit. Oh, my God. I don't even play a tenor. Well, we're about to find out. Probably because he got nervous. You know, what they're doing is not legal at all. Not even close. Shit. Nope, it's still there. Yeah, well, hey, he blew it when he went into fisting the French horn. No, your children, your fucking children, you're evil children, and you're gonna die in a fire. That was promised. That was promised when Noah asked God what was going to happen the next time, and God said it's going to be by fire next time. Oh, here's one. Is he seriously smoking a joint on camera during the same stream, which he wants to present as evidence to the cops? The absolute nerve of this guy, LMAO. Hot tip, man. This is Tucson. Cops don't care. Cops have been in my house, looking straight at my tray full of weed, and not said a word. So, anyway, that's still there. So, who told me that it was taken down? That one's going to disappear. Coach Red Pill. I have no forum at Twitter. Unless, of course, you think that, my whistleblower XY account was destroyed. And I don't feel a need to share a new one with you if you don't know what it is. I know I'm out of frame. I don't care. Here, we'll change the camera. Is this better? Here, let's zoom in on my tit for all the wankers. There's a tit shot. There's the table. Here, have some tit. Fucking wankers. What forum? What are you talking about, Digger? My forum is still there. I'm not logged in. Yeah, well, then fascists are going to find themselves on another planet. Or we're all going to be finding ourselves on another planet that love God and obey the rules. And the fascists will have to destroy this one worse than they've already done. And when they kill themselves off, the actual people in charge of the world will come and repair it. Yeah, Toya. I just put Toya. I'll unhide her. You know, I just put that in the actual people in charge of the world, ones who haven't been here for thousands of years because they travel back and forth across outer space. What do I think about international bankers? Why do fascists hate their family? Who are actual people? I want to know what? International bankers are the people that run the world. It's like SPCC on meth. So goodbye. So I have no interest in any of the people. What do I think about the Happy New World Daddy episode? New Happy World Daddy episode. I have no idea because I don't have a TV. Fascists actually was very specifically the nationalist. It's nationalism. Corporate nationalism is probably a better term than fascism, because fascism is specific to the Italians. And world peace, are you talking about me being anti-Semitic? And yeah, fascism in a lot of ways is modern liberalism. We call them neoliberal fascists. It's authoritarianism. It's corporate authoritarianism. And it's what's been developing in this world, at least for the last 500 and some odd years. The international bankers, like you and me, I know they're people, but they are doing what Jews say is following the impressions, following the instructions of the Eight Sahara of the Sitra Achra, which means the evil inclinations of the other side. And, you know, it's indigenous people of the world are tribal in nature. Those are what nations are. Nations are made are families of people. They're not states. State and a nation are two different things. A nation is a family group. It's people that are blood related. A state is a group of nations that come together and agree on how to govern themselves. No, I'm not going to show you my feet, and I block fetishes. Bye. And I block idiots too. Bye, Master Sir. Thanks for leaving. Come back sometime when you can't stay so long. Tribal, indigenous people are tribal. You know, look at what's happening in Israel. I don't even like calling it Israel. I call it the Zionist project in occupied Palestine. As you've got this pack of industrial fascists calling themselves Jews, exploiting distortions of tradition and scripture, along with following like totally invalid Talmudic principles as law, which they're not. And the principles that they follow are ones that mainstream Jews reject. You know, there is absolutely nothing that somebody true to the covenant, right, really truly true to the doctrine of love. I'm a two-spirit. I'm kind of non-binary. I have a female dominant personality, and I prefer that people do not provoke my male aspect. Tommy, she, her, please. But anyway, Jews that are true to the covenant. There is absolutely nothing about the Zionist project. There's nothing about chauvinistic militant nationalism that's acceptable to Torah law. that there is absolutely nothing that they can say to justify. I've been asking them to do it for 10 years. Because, validate your CEO. I got all this bullshit that you're telling me about Jews have always been there. Well, fact of the matter is, the Jews were probably never in a majority, even when they governed it. They were probably not the majority. And they weren't in a majority until they ran off almost 1 million non-Jewish inhabitants of Palestine. And yes, of course, I heard Netanyahu's been indicted. We can talk about that a little later. Something tells me I'm not going to get out of here to go bust tonight. So if I don't, it'd be really nice if people, I don't have a super chat here, but if I stay here and don't go out busking, it's going to cost me at least $50. So if I can, if you want me to stay here and we can talk about Israel, and I can't play any music after 10 o'clock. But you can send me a donation at PayPal. Whoops, that's not correct. Error. Sari is a brilliant artist in her own right, and she was born in Israel, I think. And go look at her channel. She does some hilarious satire about Israel and about Israel's occupation of, Zionist occupation of Palestine. She does some brilliant satire on it. What's the containers? And that's my, if anybody wants to send me anything at PayPal, I'd really appreciate it. And I have crystals for sale. Crystals and gems and minerals, and I just dropped a whole box of them on the floor. My best stuff hit the deck. The bins, like the trash bins. The idea is that the Zionists need to give up Israel and let the Palestinian Jews be themselves. They ran off 50,000 Palestinian Jews in 1948, and 8 of them died at Sabra and Shatila in Lebanon when they massacred those camps. Now, Miko Pellet, the general's son, is talking in terms of how the Zionist government, the ultra, the extremist, supremacist Zionists, BDS is going to choke them off. They're just going to wither and have to, the 350, it's more like 500 and something. BDS, it's going to just choke them off like it did to the South Africans. They're just going to have to capitulate and unify Palestine. What we hope to see, at least the people I've been working with for the last 10 years, what we hope to see is a federation of states. Israel can stay Israel, but it can't be all of Palestine. That's what most people are after. All of the, they're looking for a federation of states. Let Gaza be Gaza. Let Israel be Israel. Let them fight over whether it's called the West Bank, Samaria, or Judea. And I'd like to see Jordan as part of it. What they did when they split off Jordan. Now, first of all, when they that's what the real Jews are looking for, is a secular republic of states of free Palestine that has equality for all. That's my because Israel was built by the Rothschild Zionists. I mean, the United States the Rothschild Zionists have been building the United States since the beginning. This was never a free democratic republic. It was a plutocratic oligarchy from the get-go. America created Israel. That was the way it comes to me is that the Rothschilds and the Morgans, you know, here's the Rothschilds, they're Jewish. They're power mad Jews. And they're warmongering, and you know, they're playing both ends from the middle over no, America gives Israel weapons that the taxpayers are paying for. You know, all those bombs they drop on Gaza the other day, those were all made here. And American Israel hasn't got jack shit for oil or gas. They want to take what's up in the Golan, and they want to take what's offshore of Gaza. Yeah. Sorry saying it. Her government's crooks. Yeah, cock launch, you're gone. Bye. My actual profession, Sig Kid, is a biochemist, a zoologist, but that never happened. And I landed in the streets in 1985, and have been living on what I can earn with my arts. And in 1987, I was shot for something I wrote, and I've been receiving disability ever since. When did I become so woke about Israel-Palestine situation? Did I read the Israel Lobby? I was one of the last students of Louis Binstock, who was one of the founders of the American Council on Judaism, which was a group of renegade rabbis led by Elmer Berger from the Hebrew Union College, the Jewish Institute of Religion in Cincinnati. In 1942, they were forming the Jewish Army in Palestine. And I'll bet you are, Mike. You're probably. Fortunately, my parents paid for my tuition, and I didn't have any student loans to pay off. My career tanked within just a few years. Me and the Navy never could come to terms, which is what I really wanted to do. And I went into medicine for a while, and I couldn't stand it. But anyway, to get back to when I became aware of what's wrong. We were raised by an anti-Zionist rabbi. So we knew, how do I feel about Null trying to keep people from enjoying my stream? I pity the fool. He's just a poor, frustrated, angry young man that hates himself and won't admit it, and he takes it out on everybody else. Doc Window Liquor, tell me about anything you want elsewhere. Bye. So anyway, Dr. Binstock was pretty much, this is in the late 50s, early 60s. And the attitude was wait and see. That he felt that unless there was equality for everybody and they could peacefully coexist with their neighbors, they couldn't call it Jewish. So, I was on the road and, involved in all the politics in the 80s and 90s, but I was staying away from the anti-Zionist talk then because it was almost exclusively the left-wingers. There was nobody moderate that was really taking up the banner there. Zionism was racism. They were just totally in support of the PLO and the Al Fatah and everything, and that wasn't me because
You know, am a Hebrew Israelite, and that's the Holy Land, where all the religions are supposed to be able to live in peace together. They were all born there. And you know, before the Zionists came, there was, sorry, you know, name a town where the church, the mosque, and the synagogues were all on the same square. These people were all integrated. No, they were neighbors. And they had their in the towns, the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, they were all neighbors before the Zionists came. May I ask who shot me? It was a hired hitman with a silenced .22 caliber target pistol. I'm reasonably certain that, well, I've been targeted since 1970s. And I probably before, because I was like way too smart when I was young. Yeah, it wasn't much of a shot. It was just a silenced .22 caliber pistol, and they were told not to kill me. I was a perfectly placed shot that didn't hit anything. Just bounced off a rib and lodged in my back and didn't damage any of my internal organs very severely. But I've definitely been targeted for suppression for a long, long time. And that's certainly coming down from Zionists. You know, the Mossad and the CIA and the, you know, whatever the French, it's not the Sûreté, it's whatever the French call theirs, and the MI6 and all that shit. They're all in bed together. You know, there's, you know, they talk about deep state. You know, none of the Western countries are actually democracies. They're oligarchies that are masquerading as democracies. Their elected officials are all a bunch of fucking puppets to the banker. Bankers are running the world. Well, it is, as far as male circumcision, the Jews aren't the only ones that do it. And should be something that parents can decide for themselves without the state interfering with it. That's how I feel about it. I really don't have very strong feelings either way or the other. I just think that banning it is wrong, but it should be something that anybody can opt out of at any time without easily. No, I don't want you to cut on my kid. Leave it alone. You know, instead of automatically doing it, that's wrong. You know, if somebody wants to have it done to their child for religious reasons, just like this one. Okay, whoever the hell you are with the binary stuff, I'm just going to block you. I don't, that looks like you're running code in here. Look up Stan Caterbone in Lancaster. Two very similar stories. Okay. Joshua is a Jewish name, yes. Stan Caterbone. Founder and director of Advanced Media Group. Huh, he looks like he's been pretty successful. Caterbone versus Pennsylvania.
What's this about? Stan Caterbone. Applicable law. That's a civil rights complaint. And he's a frequent pro se litigant. So right there, it's like, nah. What's he looking for relief from? They charge him for stalking? I don't think I'm interested. See, I have an interesting complaint. If it ever, you know, when I run out of patience with the, I'm sure they are. You know, Sebastian, I don't know enough about female genital mutilation, female circumcision. I really don't know enough about it to speak, other than it's like really fucks the kids up. Male circumcision is a, you know, kind of a coin toss, because there are health advantages to circumcision over uncut. I believe that should be optional. As far as female circumcision, I don't know. I really don't know. I have never seen anything positive said about it. So that's I think it is banned. As far as male circumcision, it should be optional. It should be something that somebody can request, but not something that's automatically done. Now, the guys' court filings are probably off the wall. I know smoking is very bad. They haven't been debunked. They've been challenged. There's a difference between refutation and challenge. And this is just tobacco. I don't have much weed. I have like I have one bowl full. That's about it. And it's just a tiny bowl. Yeah, perfume is worse. Oh yeah, you're the one that can't stand the perfume. That's right. That's why you're. Well, that's the thing, is that a lot of boys don't wash their penises. I was living in a crack neighborhood. I was busking near a crack neighborhood, and I was hanging out with one of the hookers. And okay, CB, you're gone. Worrying about smoking. I do things to ameliorate the damage. You notice I'm not puffing on it constantly, for one thing. I'll let it sit and burn, and then when I do puff, it ain't very deep, and I don't hold it. Yeah, CB, I got nothing. I got no patience for, you're not welcome. You're just not welcome. There's too many nice people that want to hear what I have to say or listen to me play music. Well, if there's been some debunking, you need to show us, some peer-reviewed study. Busking, B-U-S-K, street performance. I can take donations at Dr. What's This at hotmail.com, at PayPal. Open up about skin cream made from foreskins. Oh, God. Okay, what happened? Okay, there it is. That's very creepy. I saw something else creepy. Something about drinking blood. Recently. It's just stuff I don't get myself deeply invested because my ancestors are with me all the time and they're telling me, no, that's not of this world. Yeah, Dager, that was the wrong address. That was an error. It's Dr. What's this? There's no F. I'm sorry about that. That was an error. Okay, that's called, okay, I love big bucks and cannot lie. That's called MISPA. It's a very, very small sect that does it. Very, very small sect. And it's a huge problem because they're infecting kids with STDs, infants with STDs when they do it. It's not something that is generally accepted among Jews. It's a very, very small sect. Yeah, exactly. Several kids have died from herpes that they got from their circumcisions, from the rabbi sucking them off. I wouldn't exactly call them the most devout. I'd call them like the most fruitcake. I don't know. No, I've been around the Haredim enough to know that they don't live in the here and now at all. It's a world that's, I don't know. Not a single case of what, Mr. Carroll? And I'm not a goy, you supremacist Jew. There have been several cases of genital herpes passed on to children who died from it. No, you're a racist and an intellectually incompetent fool who is a dupe of Zionism. Best of luck to you on the last day when you got to convince Hashem that you haven't like violated Torah and deserve to die forever. So bye. And here we go. Baby dies of herpes in ritual circumcision by Orthodox Jews from ABC News, March 9th, 2012. I'm telling you, this is a real problem. No anti-Semitic goy. I'm an anti-Zionist Jew. That makes me a shit Jew. Self-hating, Israel-threatening Jew. So here's the proof that this shit is happening. Samson, you may not understand this, but immediately retract the sir and recognize that you're dealing with a transgender female, you're banned. So do you want to rephrase that question? I guess not. You just want to be banned. Goodbye, Samson, 10 over. Why do you get a small smell of urine while watching this? Probably because you pissed your pants, loser. Come on. There we go. I run into those people every day. Every time I open my mouth at Twitter. I don't know that there's a higher percentage of transgender Jews or not. I know plenty of people who aren't transgender that are Jews. I mean, aren't Jewish, they're transgender. Okay, Connor Bull, I don't really care what you think. I just block idiots. Thoughts on Kabbalah? I don't like to mess around. I don't attempt any ceremony at all. I light my Sabbath candles and I smudge. But I smudge according to the Native American way, but use Hebrew prayers. Most common insults the pro-Zionist Jews call, because I usually get called an anti-Semite, so I'm just wondering what insults they call you. Well, if you're Jewish and they call you an anti-Semite, you say, no, you can't be anti-Semitic if you're Jewish. What you need to call me, you just play to them a little bit. You say, what you need to call me is a shit Jew. That's a self-hating, Israel-threatening Jew. How many slaves will Jews own when the Messiah comes? None. Yeah, the biggest pride parade is gets attacked. They've had a lot of violence at that parade over the years. People get stabbed regularly. Yeah, here, let me. I'll give you the link. They have what they call the shit list. Basically, my tactic is just to like keep pointing to the Torah. It's like there's nothing about the Zionist project, occupied Palestine, that conforms to Torah law. None of it at all. And when you challenge them on that, they can't answer it because there isn't one. I mean, the 10 Commandments are still in effect. You're not allowed to lie, steal, cheat, kill, claim to be victimized by an agrarian people armed with sticks and stones and primitive weapons, primitive firearms. That's just ludicrous. That anybody buys the Zionist narrative anymore is ridiculous. The Messiah is about to be declared. Well, I can tell you right off that if he ain't the Messiah, you and I are going to know instantly if he is or he isn't. If anybody's going to say, "Oh, this guy's the Messiah," Sarah, you and me both are going to look at that person and going to feel in our hearts exactly what's going on immediately. YouTube is making you become more tolerant and understanding. I have so many strange and amazing people in my front room now. First, it was shocking. Now I realize even more so how different folk. Yeah, but I have to weed out the mean, stupid. People that are just stuck on stupid, being mean and stupid. I live by the golden rule. Okay? I don't do to anybody else what I don't want done to me. Oh, they're going to name Kushner as Messiah? Do I hear Sabotage V? Reincarnated? Satan can't trick me. I think I'm going to go stir up Twitter a little bit with that. Okay, here's what I'm about to tweet this. Anonymous sources claim that Jared Kushner is about to be named Messiah by religious Zionists. This is not a joke. Well, it is, but only because they would attempt such a thing. Does it anger me that the word anti-Semite is being used to smear anyone who questions or criticizes Israel? Because those people make the word lose its power. I mean, they've totally deflated it, completely deflated it from overuse. Religion isn't what has damaged the minds. Religion is a way of life. It's churches, and those are political institutions. It's churches that exploit the teachings of religions to subjugate people and to like convince them to go commit mass murder against others. That's the churches. It's not Israel. I mean, it's not religion. Leon Tate, you're conflating Jews with Zionists. The war criminal Zionists need to be removed from Israel, but you know there are Palestinian Jews that are native to it, and there were a lot of European Jews who emigrated in good faith. So don't be conflating Judaism with Zionism. Yeah, no, that's churches. Religion is a way of life. It's what people do, how people move through the world. It's how their spirits move their bodies through the world. You know, the Jews have rituals for waking up in the morning, and everything they do, there's a little prayer that goes with it. That's religion. Zionism is a political ideology. That's not religion. That's a distortion of the religion, and that's where the problem is the politics. This site will show real clearly how religion and politics have worked together to keep the world in a state of perpetual warfare for thousands of years. And it's 3 hours of this shit, and my tush is hurting, and nap's gone. nap's out because I'm gonna need to leave in an hour. I probably should leave earlier. I don't know. Yeah, a progressive psyche. You're welcome to your opinion, but that's just an opinion. That's your belief system. I have intimate knowledge from real life experience of the validity of many of the claims were made by my ancestors in called Inside Me, called I know the hand of the Lord on my okay bye. I don't you want to be an asshole, you're gone. That's what I can feel the hand of the Lord on my heart all the time. I knew God before anybody told me about God. I don't believe in God. I know God. I know Mrs. God too. I feel her feet. I feel her hands holding my feet to the earth all the time. So, progressive psyche. Thank you. Good night, Sebastian. Happy day. God bless you too. We seem to have bored all the really rabid people. My ancestors witnessed great things. And he described it as miracles. But what it appeared to us as kids when we were reading it at the dawn of the space age was that this God was flying around in an aircraft. We were taught to look at it as primitive people chronicling interactions with advanced civilization. Was the way our rabbis told us to look at it. Look at opening chapters of Ezekiel. Look at the dry bones. So I think it's chapter 27 in Ezekiel, the dry bones prophecy. Oh well, it isn't. I don't think I think he keeps his beard trimmed. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately. It's not something I'm prepared to talk about right now. What my opinion is that civilization has risen and fallen. How long was what guy on what hard drugs? My opinion is the civilization's risen and fallen numerous times, and that the Bible is a chronicling, allegory of the last fall and the recovery. And they, well, it might be that something that, intelligent human life may have evolved here and spread out to the stars. And that this God and the gods are the ancient astronauts just coming and going. And the reason that we don't see them for thousands of years at a time, we don't see them for thousands of years at a time is because the time dilation effect of traveling at light speed. The Mayans, I think the civilizations come up and down 6 times. That's pretty much we're being quarantined on the surface of the planet. The picture that's being painted for me is that there was an improper mating about 10 or 12,000 years ago between a reptilian humanoid and a mammalian one. And that resulted in like a really messy hybrid that's been fucking up the world for, no, absolutely not. Hello, Randy. That we've been quarantined all this time to clean that out of the gene pool. And it's these aliens, there are humans out there, Earth natives that have left this world to come and go from this world, Earth natives that live other places now. The reptilian, even the snake story, I'm told, is an allegory of improper mating. No, quarantined. Read Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy. He talks about somebody called the mule. It's a problem for the gene pool to have that kind of. Well, bye, Jack. Go boost the DMT on your own channel. Reptilians are going to be like deported, or Asimov is a godless Jew. Yeah, I'm through with you guys. I don't know who Bob Lazar is. But I'm definitely wore out. I don't even know if I'm going to go busk at this point. I'm wore out. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the interesting questions, all you assholes. I wish you the best of luck in your lives when you find out that God hates you. Feeling good vibes. No, I'm feeling a little sick to my stomach. To be honest, I'm feeling real sick to my stomach. You can believe whatever you want is real or not. It's okay. But I'm gonna sign off now. Thanks for coming. Happy day. Sorry, I love you, baby. Happy day. Bye-bye. Well, Rex, I guess I'm gonna stay long enough to ban a few people. Here's, let's ban a few people before I go. Bye. Who else do I need to ban before I go? Okay. No, I'm just gonna ban them. Anybody who's shit I don't like, this is not a free speech zone. I don't give a fuck what you want to say. If it isn't polite and it don't sound rational to me, it ain't staying. It was nice meeting you, Progressive Psyche. Hope to see you again. Let's see. That's the last caller. Okay, you're the last caller of the night. Are you going to say something stupid or interesting?
Hello?
Hello. This is Parisha again. Parisha, or whatever your name is. You did not talk to Peterson today. When you talk to Peterson, you're probably going to get taken in. I doubt if you're going to walk away from the contact with Peterson real quick. You're not going to last. You're not going to just like feed him the bullshit that you fed those security guys the other day and walk away from that. Promise. So anyway, thanks for watching. Happy day. Bye-bye.